In this video series, I'll be walking you through the pipeline for creating a naval cannon asset in a development studio. First, we will gather our references using PureRef. Then, we will model our low poly asset in Autodesk Maya. We will unwrap our model and send it to our texturing package, Substance Painter. In Substance Painter, we will texture our cannon using a variety of methods. After our model is textured, we'll create the final package with Unity. This course is assuming you know the basics of Maya, Substance Painter, and Unity. I really hope you enjoyed these next several videos and learn a few new techniques as well. So let's go ahead and start off by opening up our PureRef. So here I have PureRef, and if you have not gotten that yet, you can do that by type in just P-U-R-E, PureRef, and then you can go there and download it. So get PureRef, and then choose it, and then when it goes to the amount, you can put custom amount, and you can put 0. So that way you can be able to get this for free. So let's go ahead, and I have mine up. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open my PureRef, and this is a really simple software. You can use Photoshop, but what you want to do is you want to have a kind of an image board that you can see everything at once. And I'm going to put this on the same screen just so we can see them simultaneously, but another option might be if you have a second screen to put them on 2 different screens. Will probably be a better option in this case. Oops. There you go. Okay. So I'm just going to split it here. And what I need to do, I'm just going to start off by typing naval cannon, and I want to go through here. I want to find a couple, and also if my project owner says we need naval cannon in our project, you go through. You might do a simple Google search, might be all you need. But let's say if it's something a little more complex or a little more particular to a specific company, you might need to reach out to that company or even schedule a time to go in there and actually take some images of whatever they may be wanting to model. So, and there's several good options, but what I'm seeing is fairly consistent with this kind of wagon deal. Of course, there are some that are slightly different, but due to me consistency in this wagon, I think that's what I'm going to go for here. So I'm going to go to the very top again. I'm going to find a couple that I like. So maybe I start off with this one here. I'm just going to right click, hit copy image, and then I'm just going to paste it onto this PureRef board. And I can size down by just grabbing the corner, size it down a little bit, and we can go over all that sizing after a while. So you do want a variety of images. Maybe I like how that wood shape is, but I want to go in here and I like, perhaps I like the wheels here a little bit better. See how these have little, kind of studs on the wheels. So I'm going to go in here, copy this, paste the studs there. Maybe this is going to be a really good image for me to kind of see that, what the cannon looks like kind of from the back view. So I'm going to go and copy this one. And really there's not so much of a limit on how many images you can use. You're welcome to use as many as you want. Of course, you are going to want to make sure whatever images you're using are productive. You don't want to just grab an image just because you feel like you need to grab another image to meet a quota. You might be able to find certain parts of it, kind of mix and match all these together. So I'm kind of seeing on my right screen how these cannons are fairly the same, which is really good, but I might want even a better close-up of that cannon itself. Let's see. And sometimes another way to do is if you actually find, let's say for example, this one looks like it's a game ready asset, so I'm going to click on it and see if I can find better images of the asset. So this one right here might be helpful for me because now I can see the above. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this image, copy it, paste it, and this will help me know what the kind of the in-betweens look like in this case. Let's see. So I'm trying to find a couple really good ones for so I can later on reference the texture. So I would like to find something that has some really good detail of the wood itself. And I think that we have a pretty good idea of what the wood should look like. So if I can find anything, here's a really good one of a cannon. Maybe instead I might be able to use to lay down as my reference. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy this one, place right here. You'll see it is a transparent background, which is okay. But I might maybe instead I try to find one that's not transparent. Unfortunately, all the ones I'm seeing are transparent, and that's fine. Okay. So for our model, we don't need any kind of we won't need any kind of rope. As you see, a lot of these have rope on them, which it would be a great thing to add, but due to our limited time, we won't be adding it in this version. I actually think this image is pretty good because it has a really nice side view that we can kind of look at. And so we'll go ahead and use this image as well. And so now I might put in like maybe worn or I'm trying to think of the right old iron metal maybe. And this will kind of give me an idea of maybe some kind of metal texture I can use. We will be using Substance Painter here, and but I think that this would probably also be a really good option for us to have as well. So let's see. I'm gonna try damage ship metal. Let's see if it does anything for us. Here's a few more options, but like here, I think this is a real good image of a close-up. So I might just take this image here because I think that this can add some value, some insight to what I would imagine this metal looking like. As you can see, it's kind of corroded. This one looks a little bit nicer. So maybe we have a second version we look at. Let's see. Some of these look a little bit too polished. Might grab this image too. So after you have found images you think are good. In this case, I don't have a whole lot of images. This is a fairly short video. You know, I'm not going to dig too deep into all these image collection. But once you do find all images you want, you're going to highlight all of them, and then we'll right click on this and go to images, normalize, and I'm just going to go normalize. So images, normalize, and let's go size. How's that different than scale, I wonder? Let's see. Alright, so I'm going to go to image, normalize, size. So that way they're all right about the same size. And then we'll go to images, arrange, and I'm going to go optimal. And so now it's kind of arranged in a good, fashion that you can look at really easy. And so really from here, you're just going to right click and go to save as, wherever you want to save this. You definitely can. Let me see. So I'm just going to say mine is Canon ref board. And so I just saved it as a peer ref, as the default peer ref. But you can also go to save export, and you can export the whole scene. So all these as like a JPEG, PDF. In this case, I kind of like that peer ref board because I'm able now to real quickly. I can double click on any one of these. I can also just see them real fast by double clicking on them. But then if I need to, I can add more images. Let's say if I find, let's say if I'm looking at this and I find some, I'm looking for something that's maybe perhaps a little bit better wood grain. I had to go back into Google or wherever it may be, whatever resource, and search that. I will be able to find that real quickly and just add that to my reference board, because anything that I use and that you guys will be using in your projects, I would like to have a reference of that, so that way we can make sure we're creating the best, most honest asset in the end.